Now then, when we talk about simplifying a variable expression, or when you hear this, it basically means combining. So for example, if we have 2y plus 3y, we are going to simplify a variable expression by combining the like terms. And so we talked about like terms. Okay, these are like terms. So when we think about simplifying a variable expression, this is technically what you're thinking about. Okay. And there's 3 y's. 1, 2, 3. So then, how many total y's? 5 y's. Or, put simply, 2 plus 3 is 5y. Okay, another example, now that we know this, we're going to remember and use the commutative and associative properties of addition to group like terms. So, for example, if the book says, simplify 8z minus 5 plus 2z. Okay, so you're looking for the like terms. There they are. So when you rewrite it, I'm going to go ahead and make my 2 different, that way there's no confusion. Okay, and we're going to do equals 8z is a like term to the 2z, and then we move the 5. So these are my like terms. So then in this case, we know that 10z minus 5 is how I simplify a variable expression. Okay, let's look at a different problem. When they ask us to simplify 12a minus 4b minus 8a plus 2b. You've got to remember a couple of things. First of all, you have to change the subtraction to addition of the opposite. So we're looking at this and that. We've got to change that to a positive. That doesn't mean that this is 4 is going to be a positive 4. No, we've got to remember to keep that as a negative 4, just like we have to remember to keep that as a negative 8. So how would you write it? You would write it like this. Okay, here we go. This is how you write it. 12a plus, because remember we changed that. You're keeping your negative 4. You can put the b plus, because we're changing that to a positive, but yet you're keeping your negative 8. A plus 2b. So the first step is, don't forget to change your negatives to positive, even though you keep your number values. In this case, it's still a negative 4, it's still a negative 8. Okay, the next step to follow, you're going to use the commutative and associative properties of addition to group like terms. Combine the terms, basically. So here's what we're going to do. So let's talk about what we just did here. So when we did this step, you put your A's together and then you put your B's together, your like terms. Okay? You do that so that you can go ahead and go to the next step, which is 12 minus 8 is going to give you 4. And the reason why we subtract it is because this is a positive, this is a negative, but yet we keep the positive here. And then we also have negative 4 minus 2, because that's a negative, that's a positive. So if we're going to subtract, it gives you a -2. And the reason why it's a -2 is because the larger number is a negative. This one was a positive, and it's the larger number of the two. So that's why this was a positive. So now we are left with 4a plus -2b. Okay, in the final step, because we're not done yet, okay, we're going to write 4a minus 2b. And the reason why that is the answer is because remember, is equal to a minus b. So that is your answer. Okay, the next example is the following. So to simplify, 6z to the second power plus 3 minus z to the second power minus 7. So don't forget, you've got to change your subtraction to addition of the opposite. So we're going to rewrite it again. Equals. So we've changed our negative to the positives, and now the next step. And that's how you work out that problem.